Welcome back to the Howepodcast101. I am Jake Roberts, joined alongside
Lucas Mitchell, and we're joined alongside
Noah Riley.
What were you doing?
Okay,
Excuse me?
You didn't do this. You didn't do this when we.
I've been trying
Intro.
not to do that because I used to do that with the audio, and I was like,
Let's go.
now I've been trying to not. So yeah, it's a little bit better.
Let's start off with a giant announcement. We've done this last episode.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
have, remember, church camp, and we have VBS, which is what is it?
VBS. It is in June. I'm not sure. It's either June 16th is the start, or we haven't really figured out exactly what.
Yeah.
But as soon as we get actual information on that, I will bring that to the table here. But we do have information on youth camp and the mission trip to Beautiful Feet Ministries in Fort Worth. I have dates for that. So
any kids, any parents that want their kids to go to this, it would be a great help. We need all the help we can get, and church camp is really fun.
It really is.
As far as I know, there isn't any restrictions, like no mask
zero.
wearing.
It's Oklahoma.
Yeah, so it's good as far as I know.
Okay, so youth camp in Falls Creek, Oklahoma is July 5th through the 9th. So that's Monday to Friday. And then the youth mission trip in Fort Worth is July 27th through August 1st. So it's kind of a double whammy in 1 month. But yeah, y'all should definitely come help us out with both of those. We will definitely be there, and we'll be enjoying ourselves.
Did you know that Doug is number 46 on the Founders Day thing? He's the, so we have a booth, and we have 44 or 45, right? And we sit right next to Doug's booth, which Doug is one of the like one of those he's the one guy who's just the wise man, you know, in the church. You have just like that wise man in the church. He's that guy. Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
And he sits right next to us, the booth right next to us. I think that's
Hey,
pretty
be
cool.
careful. I think Noah was about to ramble you.
Oh no, you want to do that?
No,
I was talking
I
about
wasn't.
Doug.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
saw-
was.
Doug was cool.
Go
Doug
ahead,
is
keep
cool.
going. Keep going.
That's not something you can ramble.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ramble.
Yeah.
Thought you were. I was a little worried.
I was interested.
But we're gonna do a few interviews at Founders Day, and that'll be really fun.
I am.
So make sure you guys
I'm really
come
excited
over
for that because we'll just set out a little
Main Street.
area. We'll go around, do that, do the street interview style.
Yeah.
And then
We'll have a
we'll
wireless
ask them
mic.
if they would rather have a gold bar or a Snickers, and then they'll all
Left or
pick
right
Snickers.
Twix. I think I'm a left.
That'd be
Twix.
kind of funny, actually.
Do you know, what are you? I'm a left Twix.
You know, it depends on my mood. It's like on Thursdays.
Can't have a mood. Can't have a mood.
On Thursdays,
Can't
I'm
have
a right
mood.
Twix.
No.
But on every other day, I'm a left Twix.
No. You're left Twix every day.
No, besides Thursday.
And Thursday.
No.
No, you aren't. No, Noah. No, are you a left Twix? Are you a left Twix?
I'm a right Twix.
We're gonna kill him.
Boo.
All right.
We'll see you in the alley after the show.
Jeez. You gonna beat him up?
No, that's not what I said. I just said we'll see him in the alley after the show.
Okay.
It was just a statement.
Let's get on with our sponsors before we murder
Get canceled.
So sponsors today: Hannah's Cafe and Market, Don's Smokehouse, Palio's, the FBC House Studios.
Which, thank you very much for the fantastic studios, of course.
Yes, and Goodfellas, the barber shop.
Which-
fresh cuts.
I need to get a fresh cut myself.
I do too.
It's starting to get a little long. Noah,
Mine is
I
too.
think you need a fresh cut too.
I very much need a fresh cut.
Yeah.
So once we all get those fresh cuts, we'll let you know.
sharp cuts.
We'll let you know if they were 10 out of 10.
All right. So
May I talk about my other podcast for a second?
yes, go ahead.
So my other podcast canceled this. We have now done 3 episodes. The 3rd episode will drop tomorrow.
Yes.
But it's been a little interesting on that note. We have been doing some funny things. I might play the audio. Would it be okay if I played the political audio of
Yeah, go ahead.
Biden mumbling and one more thing?
We'll do that right after.
We'll do it one more thing.
Yeah, one more thing. So, of course, we got to go sellout mode. Make sure you
ahead.
guys subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss a premiere or any other episode or any post. And make sure you guys can share on it on Facebook and any other social media platform. That would be amazing. And you can also
Wait,
like.
can I? Okay, yeah,
You
that's
can
that's
like
important.
And view the video for more than 10 minutes. That would be great.
I mean, our average watch time is like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
20 minutes.
it's like people skipping in between.
It's okay. They just find their segments that
pretty-
they
it's
like.
pretty
Okay. All right. You can also go to how101.com
Yes.
where you can find merch. You can donate
Give us your money.
and you can give us your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. No, you're starting to get good at that. So yeah, my podcast. I'll again leave a link down below for that. It's now on YouTube.
Yes.
So you can go subscribe there. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Also, we have a very special interview today.
Yes.
We're going to be interviewing Mr. Wilson. That should be really exciting. He knows a lot about Star Wars.
And there's going to be a lot of questions about Star Wars, too.
So if you're not a Star Wars fan,
Leave.
don't. But
Yes. Cause,
we'll also talk to him
we don't
about...
support Star Wars. Not Star Wars fans.
but, I mean, there's people that don't. Like, Noah's not the biggest Star Wars fan.
You don't need...
I'm
but,
not.
But you don't have to be a fan. You just got to
Just
not
watch
say
it,
it's
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fine.
If you say it's bad, you're not allowed to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's cool, I guess. Make sure to respond with information about school activities. And I think coming up next, we're going to be doing that interview that we just talked about. So be ready for Mr. Wilson. We'll do it right after this.
Are you tired of that dreaded quarantine hair? Do you want to get that hair looking clean and sharp, but not drive 20 minutes to get there? If so, just go to Goodfellas and How. You can make an appointment on their website and they accept walk-ins. You can go see them at 105 East Hanning Street, which is located in the downtown part of Howell. Or you can call them to make an appointment at 972-502-0559.
Welcome back to the Howepodcast 101. I am Jake Roberts, joined alongside...
Lucas Mitchell, and we're alongside... Name.
Clay Wilson.
Yeah.
There you
Hey,
go.
guys.
Takes
All
a little
right.
while for people to get used to that. but
Yeah.
There we go.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Okay, so first we're going to start off with a little introduction of yourself. Like, tell us a little about yourself, your career, and then we'll go on with some Star Wars, your collection, and some questions.
All right. So, just you want me to start at childhood and work my way from
Sure.
next 30. So,
Sure.
I was born and raised in Ponca City, Oklahoma, and it's up northern Oklahoma. They've got a great bowling alley there called Ponca Bowl, and a great little restaurant called Dixie Dog. So if you're ever through Ponca City, you need to hit that. I'm the youngest of 5 kids. I went to the University of Oklahoma where I met my wife, Alicia, and we moved to Texas in 1996 and started teaching, and we've got 3 kids, Jackson, Eli, and Mia.
Yep, and you guys have seen him before. Jackson and Eli, they've been on the show before.
Mia was also on the show.
Mia was the
Oh,
office
yeah.
trivia.
The office
They were
trivia.
literally on the
Yeah.
show. We've had like everyone in your entire family now besides...
You need to have Bogey on. He doesn't say much.
Okay.
He's, yeah.
I mean, he could replace
He's
Caesar.
He could.
That'd be kind of funny.
He's got
I mean-
some skin tags, so maybe not appropriate for the
Yeah, maybe for the younger audience, it wouldn't quite work.
And some of you guys on the show, or not on the show, sorry, people watching, you guys know him as the middle school principal. Tell about yourself.
It's a great job. I enjoy it. I started. I moved to Howell in 2004 as the middle school principal, so I've been there a while. I enjoy. There's a lot of great aspects. I love being around the kids. I've got a I don't know, sense of humor, middle school level sense of humor.
Yeah.
So it kind of fits. I'm comfortable around the kids, and so I like that aspect. Just over the years, probably the paperwork side of it's probably doubled or tripled. The state requirements, legal requirements, and
Yeah.
all that. So that part of it's not as fun, and I struggle getting out of my office and off the computer and going, and seeing the kids, talking to the kids, to the staff. That's why I like to go and
Yeah.
stay in the cafeteria during lunches, so I can at least see the kids, be with the kids, and talk to them a little
Yeah.
bit. So
Yeah.
yeah. I won. There's one 7th grade, real smart kid. He plays chess a lot on his computer, and I challenged him. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I actually won. He had me down early, and I came back through some crazy moves. It was really a disorganized chaos is my strategy. So
Sounds intense.
I play a lot of chess as well.
yeah.
So
I actually won.
that's good.
So, but he said we were gonna play again. I'm sure
A rematch.
he'll destroy me.
That's pretty
So-
fun. Just like it's fun to have a Star Wars collection.
Oh,
tell us
okay.
a little about it.
I love that.
That was a good
smooth.
transition.
Great segue. So yeah, in my bedroom, my wife lets me. She's a great lady. She has let me dedicate a corner of our bedroom to my vintage Star Wars collection.
I've seen it before.
So I've been Star Wars came out in 1977, so I was
Mhm.
3.5, 4 years old. The toys came out in 78. Then I started every day before kindergarten. I had half-day kindergarten, and I went in the afternoon. But every day before that morning, or in the morning of every day, I would play. I had an 8-track. Y'all know what an 8-track is?
Yes.
Sort of.
It goes
Well,
way back.
did-
It's just the sound,
Yeah.
but it was the whole
Yeah.
movie on the 8-track. So I would go through that 8-track and use my action figures and play through the whole thing.
That's
And then a few years
Impressive.
ago, I was going through Oklahoma, and my brother and we went to the action figure museum in Paul's Valley.
Yeah.
And they had all that stuff, Star Wars. They had a whole corner of it set up, and I was like, it was displayed really neat. So I was like, that is really cool. So I started getting some of my stuff out, and now it's kind of gone overboard. I've got it. It's taken over that whole corner. So.
Mhm. So I'm
I enjoy
guessing you know a lot about Star Wars.
I know a little bit, yeah, yeah, especially the early stuff. So.
And
well. Let me say something real quick because Eli said that he would be shocked if there was anything you didn't know. He said he would cry. That was his.
Well, he may cry. There's a lot. I have a lot of information, but you get on YouTube and these fan forums and stuff, and there are people way more knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't even know how you have time to know all of that. But
that's some people's job because
I guess
yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll start with this. What is your favorite trilogy?
The original trilogy, episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
So
Those have to be the best.
that's And Empire Strikes Back is the best, my favorite. I actually got to go to the Houston Symphony a year and a half ago, right before COVID in November, and the orchestra was performing the music score for
Oh,
it.
That's pretty cool.
And
that
they
had
had
to be cool.
They had the movie on the screen behind it with the speaking parts and the video, but then the orchestra did, and
All of the music.
That had to be
awesome.
amazing.
It was great. It was great.
That's too good.
It was awesome. Once in a lifetime deal.
Now, along with trilogies, we've got to mention the newest trilogy or the most recent. What do you think about that? I know they're not great, so
A lot of the younger people like him. I couldn't get into him. I thought the characters, Force Awakens characters, I thought they had some potential.
oh yeah.
And that was probably the best of those three.
I agree.
But by the time you get to the Last Jedi and Princess Leia's floating in space, it's like that's not. They're off the mark.
Well, that's what
There's a
Disney
lot.
did. Disney bought it and then kind of ruined it.
There's a bunch of Disney.
Although
animated
I
stuff.
liked Rogue One a lot.
Now Rogue One is that I put that one up there with the original 3.
So do I.
Yeah.
So Rogue One was real, but that's because
Rogue
it's
One's-
set in the area of
Yeah.
the original. It has the same kind of storyline.
I really liked that movie. That was pretty cool.
A lot of people
Han
didn't
Solo's
like it.
Story.
It was like when I saw that movie, I was probably 42.
Huh? That's the wrong-
Oh shoot, I'm thinking about the wrong
Different
one. Oh yeah.
No, but I was probably 42 when it came out. So from the time I was 4 to the time I was 42, it filled in all of those gaps in the backstory
Yeah.
of how the Death Star plans and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I came out of that movie, I was like, wow,
A lot of people thought it was sad and they didn't like it.
they all died.
Yeah, but it was a sacrifice.
It was.
So that
It
was yeah. It was,
It's a movie, too.
yeah,
so-
true. It's also a movie.
Yeah, but the last 15 minutes of Rogue One is really good. 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I liked that whole when they were trying to get into that planet with the that was just
Scarif?
it was just cool. Yeah.
Scarif.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I guess we'll move on with some trivia questions
for it.
that Noah has for us.
You got the trivia, Noah?
I do.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin Bowes, I'm not the Star Wars vintage authority.
Okay.
Kevin Bowes, his Star Wars
Christmas
collection
direction.
is a notch above mine.
Okay.
Mine's out of control and nuts.
But his
Anyway,
is
I just wanted to
off the
put that
charts.
out there because I don't want. Yeah, he's a notch above me. So.
Do you know anyone else in Hal that is besides? There's only two of you.
Y'all should go head to head.
Yeah,
His collection's better than mine.
but the knowledge,
Knowledge wise,
He may be better. Yeah, he's up there. So
nice.
yeah.
All right, Noah. Let's start off with question number 1.
All right, the first question I have for you, Mr. Wilson, is what is the name of Yoda's home? I think we're starting off with an easy one.
His home,
Yeah.
I think
originally for
in the original.
Dagobah is where Luke meets him, but that's where he escaped to in episode 3. But
Yeah.
Did I answer it correctly?
Dagobah.
TMI?
Dagobah. It's
Dagobah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. A little harder one in my opinion. What is the name of General Grievous's flagship, which was not mentioned in the movie?
See, that's one of the original that's the prequel. That's episodes 2 and 3.
That's probably from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
That knowledge.
I couldn't tell you that one.
It's the Invisible Hand.
Yeah,
I
I've
didn't
never
even-
heard that. Eli is probably the prequel authority. There's a kid named Bear at the school who knows a lot about it too. But
Huh.
yeah.
All right. Third one. What is the name of the Wookiees' home world?
Kashyyyk
Yeah.
I know that from
Instant.
Star Wars Battlefront.
and Battlefront 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do
2.
like those. Battlefront and Battlefront 2 are good.
I don't know much about Star Wars.
Okay.
But how many questions are we doing? Like
We'll do a few more. Just
Few
keep
more?
going.
7. All right. How old is Yoda when he dies?
Yeah.
600 years.
Wait, let me try it. Let me chime in. This is incorrect.
600 years.
Not quite. No.
It's 900, right?
Yeah.
900.
Jake's right. Yeah.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Man.
I just that
Jake's
I'm not
an
gonna know.
enthusiast.
anymore.
I know.
All right.
Can't get them all.
Okay. What is the rule of 2?
The rule of 2. That applies to the Sith Lords. There is always 2.
Okay.
The Master and the Apprentice.
That's right. Yeah.
No, it's like
I have no idea
whoa.
what this is. All right. We'll do 2 more.
You had no idea I was this cool.
Yeah. What is the creature that lives in the garbage compactor of the original Death Star called?
Oh.
Oh, I've got one of my displays at home. I've got the original Death Star playset from '79, and it's got the little green monster, and I've still got it. It goes for like $60 or $80 on eBay.
Dang.
The original ones, and it's an original. Do I know his name? No, but there's a whole debate about whether or not you count that guy as an action figure or not. Is he part of the playset? Is he part? So there's a whole Star Wars vintage collector debate about that. But his name, I couldn't tell you.
It's Dianoga.
Yeah,
Sounds Star Wars.
Yeah.
that sounds right.
Okay.
On with our final question, Noah.
Final question. What was Count Dooku's Padawan before he left the Jedi? That sounds like a difficult one.
Wait.
What was the episode 1 guy?
Mm-hmm.
With
That's who it is.
Kenobi.
That's who it is.
I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank.
It's I know what it is.
Yeah, it's
I think.
Liam Neeson's guy,
Yeah.
right?
Qui-Gon
Jinn.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's episode 1, so that's good. I'm
Yeah.
proud of myself.
Phantom Menace.
So, I think that's going to do it for this segment. Jake, you want to outro us out? Thank you for...
Yeah. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
I've got a shout out though.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
I've got to give a shout out, and I don't even know if he's born yet, but I've got my nephew and his wife in Wichita. They're having a baby today, and this kid's
Ooh.
name is Graham Wilson. So I'm going to do a shout out to Graham. Welcome to planet Earth. This is going to be his first night outside the womb, and so just want to say welcome.
Applause.
Figure
Sound
it out.
effect. Is that a sound effect we have?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
should be.
darn.
No?
Wait, no.
I think we have a laugh
yelling.
track. Right? We didn't want to play that.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So
I'm pretty sure they're clapping
Hopefully
it.
today, but may go into tomorrow. But anyway, just want to welcome Graham.
Well, absolutely. We'll do that. And thanks so much for joining us.
Y'all do a great job. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, I think we're going to be doing the top 10. We'll do it right after this.
First Baptist Church of Howe services on Sunday morning is an awesome place to be, with Bible fellowships and a main service for everyone. The main service consists of worship by Art Rayburn and a sermon by Roger Tidwell. The fellowships begin at 9:15 for the adults, youth, and kids to enjoy the teachings of Christ Jesus, our Lord and Savior. The main service also starts at 10:30 after. During these uncertain times, the First Baptist Church of Howe has your back on 100 Davis Street in Howe, Texas.
Ooh, welcome back to the How Podcast 101. I really wish we had that on camera because Noah was dancing.
Oh, that would have been fun. He's just like back here.
He's
have
like-
a TV and it's just showing him with the camera from a down view and he's dancing.
Honestly, that'd be kind of cool if we could get like 2 cameras and like Noah could like move cameras to where he could show his bad hair.
That would be cool.
That'd be amazing with the headphones and everything.
Shots fired. 'Cause the
That would
headphones
be
make
cool.
the headphones make him look like his ears extend out like
Yeah.
5 feet from his.
Yeah, these
headphones
headphones
are
are
big.
huge.
But they're comfortable. They're
Yeah,
comfortable.
they are comfortable.
Yeah.
They're big good. You know what I mean?
All right, top 10 is top 10 U.S. disaster. Is it U.S. disasters?
Yeah, U.S. disaster.
Okay.
Top 10 best disasters.
Top 10 coolest disasters.
Number 10
All right, number 10 is number 10 is
Is.
Hurricane Katrina.
How is that number 10?
I mean,
There's a lot
it was
more that
pretty
are
bad.
worse.
Oh yeah.
Wait, does
they're
this include like
probably
wars and stuff too? Or is it just natural disasters?
Just disasters.
Okay. I'm guessing it's like any type of disaster that isn't a war.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know much about this, but I know it was bad because I was born the day it started.
Ooh,
Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow, that's kind of cool.
No, it's not.
that is pretty cool.
Oh, fun fact.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, I just want to say something. You know that big tsunami that hit Japan and
Yeah.
killed like
Yes.
thousands of people?
Mm-hmm.
My brother was born on that exact day.
Oh god.
That's about right.
I found that out like a year ago and I was like, that's kind of convenient.
convenient.
No, it just makes sense
That's
for
kind of-
his personality.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But yeah.
It also makes sense for my personality. I'm a hurricane.
Ooh.
Okay.
Whatever that means, I don't know.
It's
But yeah.
something.
Hurricane Katrina was a storm in 2005 that caused $80 billion worth of damage and claimed over 1,800 lives.
Yeah, actually, now that that's not that many people. I mean, I know it is, but like compared to other things
Yeah,
that are
compared
going to
to
be on
other
this
things.
list. But that's a lot of money, and that caused a lot of people to move to Texas.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people from Louisiana got moved up to Texas, and that caused the population growth, which caused Texas more.
Which caused Dallas. Ew.
No, Dallas was still big.
Oh. Ew. Still calls Dallas.
All right.
Dallas was definitely not as big as it was now.
It
Well,
wasn't
Dallas
that
is huge.
Now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
huge.
Now
in
Dallas is like
California.
one of the biggest cities in the United States.
Balsa Bay.
Well, it's
Besides
close.
Houston and
Besides like Houston and New York, I think it might be fourth. Probably Chicago's bigger.
something like that. All right.
All
Next one, number 9.
Number 9, I've never heard of this. It's called the Peshtigo Fire. Peshtigo Fire.
Is it a
no
California
idea.
wildfire?
It doesn't say where it is, but here's the description.
Okay.
The fire was in 1871.
Okay. Yeah. I have no clue.
It was uncontrollable and manageably evolved to cover over 1,875 square miles.
Oh my god.
And due to the fierce winds that killed around 1,500 people.
My goodness.
This was nearly
Wind.
nearly 150 years ago, but the
That's-
fire is still considered one of the worst disasters in U.S. history.
Well, it has to be because they didn't have the technology. That was straight in the middle of. I mean, depending on where it was, that was like Wild West days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All they had was horses. Like literally, they lived on horses and then like
they
set up
couldn't really
camps.
get away.
Well, they probably could be easier, honestly.
Sort of.
if They wouldn't. I don't know, but I didn't know about that. That's actually interesting to know. Go ahead, hit us with number 8.
All right, number 8 is the Johnstown flood.
No idea what
That
is.
sounds old too.
It's actually not that old. Oh yeah, it's pretty old.
What 19
Um,
or early 1900s is my guess.
Yeah, this was the first disaster that Red Cross was able to attend to. It happened in 1889 and
Okay,
killed over 2,200 people.
Where was this? Does it say location?
Mississippi River.
Ooh,
It was along Mississippi.
the Mississippi
Yeah.
River flooded.
The combination of heavy rain and dam breaks sent 20 million gallons of water into the
Oh, my.
Mississippi River,
Dang.
creating a wave 70 feet high that traveled over 14 miles, destroying everything and everyone in its path.
I really want to see a tsunami in like my eyes.
That's like an inland tsunami. That's
yeah.
kind of crazy.
A movie that gave me the chills with a tsunami. Do you guys remember that one movie? I don't remember. It was some outer space movie, and they were on a water planet.
Oh yeah,
Interstellar.
Yeah, that gave me
I think you watched that at my
chills.
house.
Yeah, I did.
That's such a good movie.
That tsunami was.
It's
that
scary
sent
though,
chills
because
down my
they're like
spine.
trying to get out and they're
Yeah,
like
it's
sprinting
very-
toward. That is the most
And the
intense movie I've
gravity-
ever seen in my
The
life.
gravity was very tight, like very.
So they could barely
high.
run.
So yeah, it was really hard.
Oh
that
my
that
gosh.
gave me chills.
That movie is. If you have never seen Interstellar, it's the most intense movie you will ever see, but it's so good.
Yeah, one of my
It's really good.
my biggest fears, I'd say, is being in the ocean, like deep water ocean. That is the scariest thing to me. That's
Scarier
the-
than space.
Oh yeah. If I was stuck out in space, I'd be like, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna die, but that's pretty cool. But underwater, deep ocean, like I can't.
Well, I feel
Unless
like
I can see perfectly in it.
drowning is just the worst.
That's fine, but
Okay.
I could drown. That'd be fine. But deep ocean drowning,
that.
no.
But okay, number 7 is the Exxon Valdez oil spill. It is the most famous and easily one of the worst disasters in U.S. history. It took place in 1989, and an oil tanker malfunctioned and struck a reef in Alaska that released 10 million gallons of oil into the Pacific Ocean.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
It spread over.
There's probably still
1,300
oil leaming from that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It spread over 1,300 miles and polluted
my.
everything it touched.
And what?
Polluted everything it touched.
Yeah, that probably killed a lot of fish and
Crazy.
stuff.
Oh yeah.
How America has depleted the fish.
Yeah, they just dump
That'll-
oil into the
fish
oceans.
populate. That'll affect the trout population, I think.
Good for you. Okay, move on.
All right. Number 6 is Hurricane Maria, which was not that long ago.
Yeah, where was this?
It was in Puerto Rico, 2017.
Okay, yeah, that's United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of, it's like a territory.
Puerto Rico is
Yeah.
in Texas.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Wait, what? Puerto Rico is
No,
right on the bottom left. Is that not what I'm thinking about?
you are incorrect. That's
Am I
Galveston.
thinking about like
That's
Corpus
Galveston.
That's
Christi?
Galveston
I'm thinking
and
of, like,
Corpus
Corpus
Christi.
Christi.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Yep.
Wait, where even is Puerto
It's like another
Rico?
It's in
country.
the Caribbean.
It's in the. Yeah. It's a Caribbean island.
Oh, I don't know why, but I thought that was in Texas.
No.
Wow.
Like
No.
somewhere
It's
in the
just
north,
that's a
or
United
not
States
in the north,
territory,
south.
right? Like it's its own country.
Yeah, it's
but
a territory.
But it's like they
It's
govern
not,
themselves.
It's not its own country. It's
They-
a territory.
Yeah, but they govern themselves.
Yeah, they
it's like
govern.
Canada, like how Canada's a British territory,
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
But it killed at least 2,975.
Wow. 2017.
Uh-huh.
Dang.
That's pretty crazy.
Isn't that the year that the tornado was in Howe?
No, I think that was 2016.
You remember that? Was that scary?
Yeah.
Did
it
you ever?
wasn't scary for me.
Did you ever see that tornado? Did you ever see that? Did you see it? Like,
I didn't see it, but it was really close to us.
I swam in the pool that had a bunch of debris in it, and okay, so Cade and Colin, so their grandmother, I think,
yes,
they had a pool back there, and there was like half of it was like fine because they like cleaned it out and stuff, and I like swam in it, and I got like I stepped on some glass or something.
Ow.
And I guess I was probably like really tiny.
Ow.
I got it out like instantly, but I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 or 5?
5.
Okay.
Number 5 is the San Francisco earthquake
Yes.
in 1906.
If you've read an I Survived of this one.
Uh-huh.
There's an
Yeah.
I Survived about San Francisco. Huh.
Pretty good.
It killed an estimated 3,400 people.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the? I remember in geography, world geography, there was earthquake that was like 7.4. It was somewhere in
Chile?
yeah.
How big was this one? I think this was a 4.
It doesn't say.
They probably didn't have. Well, maybe.
Richter scales, yeah.
Back in 1907, probably
Yeah,
not.
probably didn't.
They barely had anything back then.
Yeah.
They were still like living the frontier life.
All right.
The 49ers.
They weren't 49ers. The 49ers happened in 1849.
Exactly. They would still be going on by then.
Probably. Okay, 4.
Number 4 is the Galveston, Texas hurricane.
Yeah.
It killed an estimated 12,000 people
God, dang.
in 1900. Winds of upwards to 145 miles per hour, killing 1 in 6 residents.
Do you remember watching Mr. Williams' class? Didn't we watch something about the Galveston hurricane
I don't remember it.
No.
I don't remember anything.
like we
from 7th
did.
grade.
in 7th?
I don't remember anything.
You don't remember 7th grade?
No, I remember I had surgeries and stuff. No, that anesthesia wiped out so much of my memory.
Really?
Memory of I can't remember like all of middle school at all or elementary. I can't remember any of it.
That's kind of weird.
Barely any of middle school.
I don't remember anything of elementary. I don't remember my elementary. I don't know why. I haven't had any anesthesia. But the anesthesia like wiped your memory?
Yeah, I don't know how it worked. It was something where I wasn't like thinking about anything about any time, and also I don't know why, but it made me forget math. Like,
Oh, gotta love anesthesia.
okay, well I think it was the second time I forgot a bunch of school subjects. No, I'm telling you, I was like looking with unbelief, but I couldn't remember any math, like any of the stuff we did in the class, like
2 plus 2.
Yeah, I could do 2 plus 2. But like a week before, I could memorize. I can know a ton of formulas and stuff. As soon as I get out of the hospital, I'm like, no idea.
All right.
Can't figure out anything.
Real quick, I'm just gonna say this real quick. In 6th grade, I was in advanced math, Mr. Nicholas's class, and for a good 3 months while I was in there, I didn't know how to do multiplication.
What? How?
I don't know. I just forgot.
How?
You just forgot how to do multiplication.
Summer just made me.
Oh my
forget.
gosh.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's move.
Number 3.
Number 3 is COVID-19. Number 2, what we know what COVID-19 is.
Well,
Don't
I
really have to hark on
Well, we do because read what it says on there. I'm just interested.
that. Okay. The whole thing
Yes.
might take a little bit.
Well, just the good
just
part.
as much as can.
Okay, the year 2020 saw a global pandemic that turned the world upside down. The disease was
Usual
an infectious
propaganda.
disease that spread throughout the world, resulting in lockdowns, hospitalizations, and deaths in many countries. As of December 2020, the U.S. had the highest number of total cases at more than 16 million, as well as the highest number of total COVID-19 related deaths in the world.
Hold on. You hear that related?
Huh?
You hear that related?
Yeah,
You know how important the related is?
how important?
People can die in car accidents, and if they had COVID, that's a COVID-19 related death.
That is true.
Or if you get struck by lightning,
Dead.
and you had COVID, you technically because the tests also aren't that effective.
Yeah.
They still aren't that effective. But that's what they're gonna try to tell you in the future. Like
Yeah.
that right there, they're gonna try to make it seem like the super scary thing that happened. But we all know what happened.
Yeah.
We all know it was just the news propagandizing everything.
Yeah, but people did die from it. It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, people did die.
A lot of people died. A lot of old people.
But it was older
Yeah.
people, and a lot of those older people were either going to die within the next 6 months. Usually, I mean, that's what the flu does. The flu usually kills people that would have normally died within the next 6 months.
Yeah.
They didn't have that much longer to live anyway. And that's
So what I've seen, it's basically I think the flu is a bit over COVID-19.
Yes,
but
yes.
It's still a bad. I think it's still another thing to worry about.
the flu or COVID.
The COVID. I
Well,
think
yeah, but-
COVID's just another thing that we should be worrying about just as much as flu, but we're not really worrying about flu that much.
Well, the flu disappeared.
Fun fact. There were 0 flu cases this year in the U.S. It's crazy.
Whoa.
I wonder how.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess they just all got cured when COVID killed
Yeah.
the flu. Did they like
Yeah.
battle? They were like, and COVID won? Wouldn't
All right.
surprise me. All right, number 2.
Number 2 is 9/11.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's number 2.
That's
Yeah.
that has to be number 1.
How many people died in 9/11?
2,973 victims
Golly.
and
still a
damaged
lot.
nation morale.
Okay.
Oh yeah, a lot of it because mostly it was because all the police, all the firefighters,
Yeah.
bunch of those people
And this all
died.
happened within one day.
Yeah.
Which is why it's
Crazy.
even crazier.
Like no one
most
died
things-
after the fact.
Yeah, most of these like the fire and the hurricanes, this happened over a span of like weeks and months.
It was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, less than that. Probably like an hour
Yeah, it was like an
That's-
hour.
That's
Well,
just the crazy part.
falling and everything.
yeah, that's
And
sad.
a lot of people died afterwards as well because there was a lot of the
Probably
dust,
because of the dust and stuff.
breathing that in. There was also just like being
People
stuck.
probably got cancer from it. Like people,
Oh,
well, like all that dust
from
breathing,
dust.
you could get lung cancer.
lung cancer. That makes sense. Noah, number 1.
Number
See what's
1
worse
is
than 9/11.
Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
I don't know much about Pearl Harbor. I only know the Japanese
Well,
bombed
let
it.
me tell you. All right. The most famous disaster on this list is certainly one of the worst in history. Pearl Harbor shocked all on December 7th, 1941, with a surprise attack by the Japanese on the Hawaiian naval base, killing 2,403 Americans. which led to America's involvement with World War II.
Yeah, that's like the Japanese were just asking for it, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
They were like, let's go bomb Pearl Harbor.
But what did they expect, to not get nuked?
Yeah, I know they got
I like
double
to
nuked.
think. I like to think this little thing where when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, they told Hitler, and Hitler was like, "You idiots."
Yeah, I would have thought that too. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
just got America. I was about to dominate the British, and now you've gotten the I can't say it.
Yeah, you got in America involved.
America.
And I mean, that pulled America out of the Great Depression, first off. Because America, I mean, that's a good what if. Like, what if America didn't join World War II? Because they may have collapsed economically.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, do you think that could have been a possibility?
Oh yeah.
Because their economy was horrible back then.
2008 was.
2008 was also bad. But not as bad as the Great Depression in the 30s.
I can't really think about anything else.
Honorable mentions? Are there honorable mentions on this one?
Yes.
I've done a project on the Great Depression, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did it in 7th grade.
So you forgot it due to anesthesia.
Well, I remember because it's a Minecraft that I built, like some Minecraft stuff,
you
and I
remember
showed
it.
it to everyone. Well, I have videos and stuff about it, so I rewatched that a little bit.
that has to be
ago.
weird not remembering that.
It is really weird. I
Yeah.
can't remember much about it at all.
All right. So yeah, Pearl Harbor's #1, and the one honorable mention is Hurricane Harvey.
Okay, that's yeah. I mean, we remember when that all happened.
Yeah, how many deaths were during that time?
It does not say,
Okay,
but
well,
it says massive flooding and $125 billion in damage.
That's pretty bad.
Jeff Bezos could pay for that whole thing,
Yeah.
which is kind of crazy.
so could Bill Gates.
No, he couldn't.
What?
So could Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Probably.
Did you
No,
know isn't
Elon
he
Musk
the-
has more money than anyone, right?
Yeah, I think
No,
right now.
Jeff
Yeah,
Bezos
I think
has
he's
more.
number
Nope.
one. I think he's number
Really?
one right
Yeah,
now.
Elon Musk is #1. He became
Oh.
#1 in 2020.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I saw a meme, a gas meme.
Yeah, I saw it too. That's pretty
that's
funny.
awesome.
It's like
It was like the statistic bar.
the
just-
statistics bars.
right,
It's like-
right. It was like Jeff Bezos, and he's just slowly going up, and then
Jeff
it
who?
just, like goes up. Jeff who?
Yeah, it goes Jeff who, and it's like, I'll show it to you in a second. But
It's pretty funny.
I think that's gonna do for this segment. Is it? We all good?
Yeah.
All right. Coming up next, I think it's time for How's How plus a little March Madness talk. We'll do it right after this.
Don's Smokehouse is one of the best fresh butcher shops in Texas, but it's not just a butcher shop. It's home of the best jerky around and the famous Great Wall of Jerky, where you will find 17 different kinds of jerky, including bear, buffalo, elk, venison, turkey, and of course, beef and more. We are open Tuesdays through Saturdays from 10 to 6. Don's Smokehouse is located in downtown Howe at 111 East Hanning Street. Come on down for a free sample and experience the Great Wall of Jerky. Don's Smokehouse, the best jerky around.
Welcome back to the Howepodcast101.
Clip that.
That was
No,
barely
clip that.
anything.
Clip that. Yeah.
Okay, I am your host, Jake Roberts, joined alongside the other host,
Lucas
and we're
Mitchell.
by whoever
Lucas.
that is.
Noah Riley,
Oh, what's your job though?
the engineer.
Engineer.
Oh yeah. He got
Downgraded.
downgraded.
I'm the engineer.
Okay.
He's got to earn his N back.
How's how?
All right. How's how? I have JV stats and the varsity score,
Okay.
along with a little information on varsity too.
Okay.
Okay, there's my phone.
Phone disappears.
All right.
Alright.
So for the JV, we have.
Let's just go through this rather quickly because we got to get to one more thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the varsity first.
Okay.
So varsity played bottom first, and they got blown out, like big blown out. But they played them.
Big blown.
Yeah, big blown out. But they played them the other day, and they only lost 4-3.
Okay.
Which the varsity seems to do a lot better the second time against the team.
Yeah, but that
Because-
makes sense.
Yeah.
'cause, like, I mean, you know the team a little bit.
Yeah.
At that point, so like.
But yeah, varsity lost 4-3, which is actually pretty good. Their record's 5-11.
5-2-11.
No, 5.
Oh, I thought you said 5-2-11. I'm like, they had 11 ties.
Yeah, I did say that, but yeah, their record's 5-11.
So, do we want to do JV or do we want to just skip JV?
We'll do JV.
We'll do JV.
Okay.
All
And I
right.
know you have some information about some interesting
Other stuff.
stuff.
All right, so JV lost
Secret.
7-2. When
Okay.
the first time we played Bonham, we lost 9-1.
Okay.
So a lot better.
Improvement.
Yeah.
You played in that first game, right? Did you pitch in that first game?
I did pitch.
Was that a rough?
It was very rough. Not the
I'm
greatest.
sorry.
Yeah.
That stinks.
And as we go on, Jake, I know you've played some basketball. How have your games
I have to do
going?
JV stats.
No one cares. We're gonna interrupt that real
I mean,
quick.
my basketball's been finished for a while now.
Oh,
We lost in the state semifinals,
that sucks.
and yeah,
That's it.
state.
Did you do good at all?
We won our first game and lost in the state. We won the quarterfinals, and then lost in overtime to the 1 seed,
Neat.
which was stupid.
All
And
right,
they weren't
back to the
calling
JV
fouls.
stats.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll
right.
get mad about that.
JV stats. Garrett Gibbs had 3 at-bats. He got 1 hit. He crossed the plate, and he was walked twice.
Okay.
And then we'll do Zeb Montgomery. He had 2 at-bats, a single, and a strikeout.
Okay.
It was not the best game for him, but he still played good.
Yeah.
And then Cooper Jones.
And
Uh,
were you were playing, right?
I was not.
You were not playing. Okay.
No,
Why?
because I told Coach my shoulder was hurting and he didn't want to take any chances with it. So he
Cool
didn't
shoulder.
play me. Yeah. But Cooper Jones, he had two at bats, a hit, an RBI, and a strikeout. But the at bat that he had, the hit, it was a laser to the
Just
outfield.
like a whack.
I mean,
a
it
wham,
was hit hard,
a laser,
very hard.
big like laser,
Oh yeah. I mean,
Been hit by, been struck by.
laser.
Laser.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it for how well you have the How News? That's it for
Yes.
baseball. Go ahead, How News.
All right, so I know yesterday that I went to a winter guard
Do
competition.
you know that? I thought you
I knew that,
forgot about
yeah.
that because of your anesthesia.
Oh, my bad. So yesterday, as far as I know, we did pretty well. There's probably a few things we need to like polish up on, but as far as we know, we got pretty. We
How many
did pretty
people
well.
are in the winter guard?
In winter guard? There is 7 girls and 2 guys.
Okay.
Me and Ethan Strunk, we're both doing the rifles, and then the rest of the girls are doing
Rifles
flag
are
work.
cool.
I mean, they really hurt if you do it wrong. During
Oh, that
one of our
makes sense.
practices, it was the one where it was like, bam! It was the loudest thing you've ever seen during warm up, and he jammed his finger, so kind of sucked for like the competition right before. So I mean, it was, I don't know, very terrible for that.
That sucks.
Yeah, but we did do competition another time before that, and as far as I know, we did just fine. It's just catching and stuff like that. That was about it. And so another thing, do you guys know things about theater? I'm not Noah, do you know anything about theater?
I know nothing about.
Okay,
theater.
so we'll try to get that information for you on
One more thing.
one
if
more
we
thing.
can.
We'll see what we can do with that.
But they went to regionals, I think last week.
Were they in regionals at that point? Was
I
that
think
the
so.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
they went, yeah.
we'll try to get some information on that. I think we'll do brief March Madness. Very
Yeah.
brief. Know who you rooting for in March Madness?
Well, now I'm rooting for Arkansas. I've been rooting for Texas Tech,
Yeah.
Well, but
but they lost in second round.
lost. Yeah. I'll root for Houston. You're rooting for Baylor. Bam.
Kind of.
Well, you want to go to Baylor, so root for Baylor.
I mean, sort of. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe.
Okay. Well,
I very much dislike Baylor. Very much dislike.
that's
I don't really know much about sports
That's
or
'cause of
college
Texas Tech,
sports.
yeah,
So,
Okay. All right. I believe coming up next. Are we good?
yep.
All right. I think that leaves us with just enough time for one more thing. We'll do it right after this.
If you are craving some fried rice, egg rolls, boba tea, beef teriyaki, or my favorite, sesame chicken, then Hannah's Cafe and Market is for you. It's the newest restaurant in town, and for all you Bulldogs, there is a 10% student discount for a limited time. Hannah's Cafe and Market is located at 105 South Denny Street in Howe, just north of the First Baptist Church. You can find them on Facebook or call at 903-532-0529. Hannah's Cafe and Market. Go Dogs!
Hey, what's your favorite pizza place? Well, it's Palio's Pizza, of course. But Palio's also brings you the best fresh salads, sandwiches, pastas, and my favorite, wings. They have a great lunch menu, delicious desserts, and their drinks have free refills. Palio's Pizza is located at 303 West Hanning. We are available for dine-in or carry-out. Order online at www.palioshow.com or call us at 903-532-0390. Palio's Pizza in Howe.
Welcome back to the Howepodcast 101. I am Jake Roberts, joined alongside
Lucas Mitchell, and we're alongside
Noah Riley.
who is eating a Jolly Rancher.
I am.
And we heard it on the mic, so that's cool. It's like,
All right,
okay.
so do the intro for the thing.
With that being said, we just got time for one more thing.
Yeah.
It's cool, right?
It is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so who's gonna go first? I think Me. Okay. So apparently there was a ship called the Evergreen Ship. It was 1,312. It was a 1,312 foot, 200,000 metric ton.
When did this happen? Do you know years?
It was during. Give me a second. I know it was in the past like week or so.
Very recent.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. So it covered up the Zeus Canal, which is a ton.
Yeah.
Which is a ton of a trading thing. And this says that a news article that says it created a shipper's nightmare and captured the public's imagination when it blocked the canal on Tuesday. It's created a traffic jam of more than 300 ships.
Oh my God.
As of Sunday, and is costing billions in delayed shipments. It has about 18,000 containers aboard the skyscraper size, grounded sideways in the Suez Canal. So a lot of people are making memes about this, and they're like putting have you ever seen Gmod? I don't know. It's like a gravity gun thing where you can pick up things, and they're like showing that. It's pretty funny. But it has that, but it's covering up almost 12%. I think 12% of either U.S. trade or is it shipments? I don't know. It's either shipments or trade. 12% of the U.S. or world.
That's crazy.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow. Noah,
Crazy.
You're up. Which I know you have a funny one.
Yeah, I was going to do that, but I decided to do something else.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Like just now. Okay, this is actually interesting. So there's a civil war right now going on in Ethiopia.
Okay.
Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a great example of how history repeats itself, because in the 1970s to 90s, there was a huge civil war in Ethiopia, and there was a government, a communist government, and a government trying to rise up against this government.
Which was probably communist. Probably both of the governments were communist.
No.
But now they're communist. That's
Yeah.
what happened, yeah.
Now. And that government eventually took over. And now there's another civil war trying to overtake that government that took over.
So, but that government's communist now.
Yeah, it just history repeats itself. It's crazy.
It's. I don't really. I mean, why don't you go ahead and you got time for your
I
other
think
one
that's
too?
just really cool.
We have time for your other one too.
All
The
right.
Australian Emu War is what Noah has.
Well, also
funny.
known in Australia as the Great Emu War. So it was a nuisance wildlife management in 1932, and they ended up just flying helicopters and taking out emus that were running. And they actually almost lost.
They almost lost to the emus.
They almost lost to the emus.
Honestly, though,
lose to
emus are pretty
emus?
cool.
They're pretty cool.
Like, I mean,
what were
pretty
the emus
savage.
doing?
They were just pestering wildlife and all that, and it brought down their
I see.
economy like a lot. And the emus almost
and that was
won.
already in the middle of the Great Depression.
Yeah, the emus almost won.
Imagine being an emu and like almost destroying humans.
Yeah.
Like you almost beat humans simply because they're dumb. Like
That
just
kinda sucks.
Australians. Okay,
course it would
we'll
be
do my one
Australia.
more thing now, which is a little flavor of cancel this. I played this in my cancel this. Go ahead and switch the music and swap it over to the cool stuff. This is our president. Joe.
President.
President.
Houseplant, as Malin Walker likes to call him. President Houseplant. I like to call him, or Malin also likes to call him.
President China.
No, it's Beijing Biden.
Oh, Beijing Biden.
And then there's also President Funny Man, which is what Malin calls him also.
Oh, have you seen when he like tripped over all the stairs and stuff?
Yeah, that was my feed Jake from last week, which is like the segment where this was my feed Jake from this week, and this is Biden trying to speak, I guess. I don't.
Trying to speak.
Well, that's the key word here. Keep in mind, this is the leader of our country, so I'd really just like to.
This is the leader of our country.
Thank you so much,
who's being controlled.
Joseph R. Biden. Thank you for this. Thank you very much.
Here we go.
Just take it away, Biden.
So the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
Just forgets what he's about to say.
We're going to get a lot done.
He forgot what he was saying as he was saying it.
Crazy.
Oh, keep it going? Okay.
And if we have to, if there's complete lockdown and chaos as a consequence of the filibuster, then we'll have to go beyond what I'm talking about.
Forgets again.
Okay. Hang on.
It's the guy speaking into his ear.
Singmin, Miss Kim.
What was that? Singmin, Miss Kim.
He forgot what he was saying. This is the leader of our country.
I know, but I'm pretty sure he just has like an ear thing in his ear. Just a what do they call it?
A little earpiece.
Oh yeah, some earpiece, right?
Yeah, a lot of people think that. That's a common. It's not even a conspiracy theory at this point. That's like just facts at this point. I mean,
yeah.
Like, why would people vote for him? I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to get
didn't,
political,
but people didn't vote for him.
Dead people did.
Dead people voted. Yeah.
I think that's gonna do it for the show. Unless anyone has anything. So for me, Jake Roberts,
and for me, Lucas Mitchell,
and for me, Noah Riley,
we're signing off for now.